so many freaking stickers. Oh. So here's my old Golf R. And here's my new Golf R. So I'm still keeping my old Golf R, but this car will be a good project for now because it has a blown engine, and it'd be a good project to either flip it and make money, or to do a 2.5 swap and do a whole build series on this car. All right, so some details about this car. This is a 2012 Golf R. It has just about 80,000 miles on it. I got this from my friend Leo. So I helped Leo with this car a couple of times. It now has a pretty bad ticking noise in the engine, and he tried doing some work on it himself to fix it. He was not able to come to any conclusion, and he decided that he would rather sell it. He was going more for a track build with this, so there are a lot of mods that he's made that he doesn't even have stock parts for, such as the steering wheel, these Sparco seats, and the back seats he doesn't have. He had a cage in here, which he sold. He had OZ Ultra Ligueras, which he sold. He did these little like track handle releases. He went all out for track stuff. So yeah, he doesn't have stock parts for pretty much anything. Carbon fenders, nothing. But the extent of the modifications on the interior, a P3 gauge, steering wheel, BFI shift knob, RCD 330 head unit, blue footwells, these releases, the Sparco seats, and then he had the cage, which he sold, and I think that's it on the interior. Moving to the engine bay, he has this ram air intake, a upgraded high pressure fuel pump, an upgraded charge pipe, all of these new coolant hoses, upgraded motor mounts, and it's running a stage 2 integrated engineering tune, and has, I believe, a South Bend stage 3 clutch and an APR intercooler. It's either APR or integrated engineering. They're both in that stock location. They're both extremely similar. I just don't remember which one it is. And he also did an air conditioning delete because, again, he was going more for a track car build. On the exterior, he has the carbon fiber fenders from Seibin, or Seibin, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Some unknown big brake kit. I'm gonna have to ask him about that. I think this front splitter is from ECS, this carbon fiber front splitter. These side grills that are also in carbon fiber. These really, really reflective mirror caps. And this carbon fiber rear diffuser, which I think is also from ECS. And then looks like he has APR tips, but no APR exhaust, because it looks like it's pretty much just straight pipes after the resonator. Oh, and he has the VLAN sequential taillights as well. That's pretty much how the car is starting off. I actually recorded this, so this is actually not my first day with the car. I recorded a video the other day with this car, but the intro got messed up with the audio, so I just re-recorded the audio, or re-recorded the intro for this. But now we're gonna shoot back to my first day with this car. I was stuck on the street because the car came not fully assembled, and I had to do some work to get it back here. Also, for exterior, he has the hood notch filled, and the hood was repainted in rising blue, and it looks pretty damn good to me. Matches very well to the bumper. However, I'm not really a fan of those. I'd rather keep the front emblem and just make it black like I did on my other car. So if anyone would like to trade their rising blue hood, that would be great. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff in the car that I already took off, but you'll see that in a minute. So now we will jump back to the day. This is my third Mark 6 Golf R that I've had. The car currently does not start because it's a little bit taken apart. So there's just a few steps I need to take to get this car to start up. and drive. So I'm gonna do that, get it into the backyard over with my other Golf R. Then we'll start diagnosing the engine issues. It's supposed to rain here in a little bit, so I don't know how much I'm gonna get done in this video, but hopefully we can get this car in the backyard and take a look at the engine issue a little bit. First channel's look at my truck. Got this a couple months ago. I've been daily driving it, unfortunately, because of gas mileage. Only 120 something thousand miles, but I'm hoping to upgrade to a nicer truck soon. More importantly, I need it daily because that thing be sucking the money out of my wallet. Shout out to Leo. Leo's a good dude. He sold this car to me for a good price. Paid about $7,500 for it. Once I pay taxes and everything, it's gonna be probably like $8,200. Yeah, not bad for a clean title Golf R with 80,000 miles. And you know, it's funny, this car is the same exact spec as my other car. This is a two-door blue with sunroof, and my other car is two-door blue with sunroof. And with these cars, it's basically just, if it has a sunroof, that means it's fully spec'd, and if it doesn't have the sunroof, that means it's the base model. The higher spec ones have keyless entry, push to start, navigation, nicer sound system, maybe some stuff I'm missing, and then the base ones just don't have any of that. Very nice to have the sunroof models. It's just unfortunate that you have to have the sunroof because it's a pretty small one. I feel like no one really uses them for the sunroof. They just use them to do like the tilty, tilt it so it looks cooler. It's a lot of added weight. I mean, the sunroof's like 80 extra pounds up on the top of your roof. So performance-wise, it's not that great, but all right, so let's take a look inside this car, see what parts are in there and what it needs. I already found some stock Marks R. Already found some stock MK6R seats. The steering wheel as well. Here's the front bumper, pretty clean. It's missing the pieces for the washers, the headlight washers, unfortunately. But yeah, the shifter's not in here, so I gotta do that. And then everything over here is just open, so I need to put that end cover back on, and then put the fuel pump on, and the vacuum pump, and should be able to start this thing. All right, first step of getting the shifter installed is done. Never installed one of these Diesel Geeks before, but it wasn't too hard. Really getting the cable to slide into this guy right here was actually kind of hard. You have to pry on this. That's why it's so marred up from Leo. I can see why. It doesn't really want to slide in there unless you're prying on this to spread. He didn't have the nut right here, but I'm using a nut from the exhaust manifold studs. So yeah, she goes into gear now. There's like a lot of play in this. It makes a little clicking noise too. So I think there's something loose in here. So I'll have to take a look at that. This is an aftermarket shifter, it looks like. It's a lot of noise in there. But anyway, it goes in the gear, and that's all that matters. So next I need to get the cam cover housing, and there's a one-time use gasket that's supposed to go right here, and I don't think I have any, and I don't think he included one, so I'm gonna have to just throw that on with no gasket for now. All right, so I found the cam cover. It's got the fuel pump, sorry, the vacuum pump right on there, right on the end right here, but it's missing one of the bolts, so I'm trying to find that and all the rest of the bolts. It looks like I have all the bolts that I need to get this end cam cover piece on, and I also have the fuel pump bolts as well, but I don't have one of those gaskets. So in the meantime, I'm gonna start taking all of these stickers off. Sorry Leo, but clean culture's gotta go. Same with this guy, same with these ones, and all of these. Leo's a sticker boy. These ones, and then lastly, there's some in here as well. The one on the right is pretty good. That one might stay for a little while. But the rest of them gotta go. Oh shit, Leo, you put some in here too? My dude, oh my, you're gonna have me busy just de-stickering this thing. Sheesh. All right, well, I'm gonna get started here. All right, the outside is sticker free now. All around, Front's looking good. I even got the parking sticker off from the inside. And here's my big old sticker pile. So many freaking stickers. Then I moved inside and I took care of most of the stickers up here on the sunroof. There's just some remaining because these old ones are making a mess. Look at this. It's just like raining down all this this crustiness. I don't even know if you can see this on the camera, but so much. And it's not really coming off all the way. Look at how much just came off. And then, look here. We're not even done yet. We also got this guy up on the sunglasses compartment. All right, now it's time to remove these eyebrows from the headlights. I pulled this one off. It's got some double-sided tape on there that is a bitch to get off. So I think I'm gonna need to get my heat gun and see if that comes off easier with the heat gun. This one's still on here. That one came off even easier than the other side. Headlight is like not held in all the way. Like the headlight's supposed to have these tabs up here that hold it to this bracket. On this side, those tabs aren't even there, so they must have broken right off. So this headlight's kind of banging around, but it's all right, it's still held in. Yeah, this is my only day. The next 2 days are gonna be raining as well, so this is really my only shot to get this engine started and try to pull into the backyard and do some engine diagnostics. So I'm gonna see if I can just run that cam cover piece on here with no gasket. All right, so I got everything hooked up here. Fuel pump's connected. I found the correct bolts for those. Vacuum pump, cam cover, all the connectors for the fuel pump and everything. I need to get oil because there's no oil in this engine. So he got rid of the filler neck. That's interesting. Went and bought oil. I confirmed that the drain plug is installed so I can fill it up with oil. I put about 1.5 quarts, 2 quarts in there, and then I checked the dipstick and it like wasn't even registering on the dipstick. So I put like 1.5 more quarts or something like that. And now all of a sudden it's over the dipstick, over the max, and it says it's overfilled, and I don't know how it looks. Pretty damn overfilled. Like it is completely soaked way past the max. Now I don't even want to start the car because I could get excess oil pressure and damage something. So now I'm gonna jack up the car and drain a little bit of oil out. I regret not checking like every quart. I should have like done 1 quart check, 1 quart check. All right, I got the car back on the ground, drained a lot of oil out. Oil level looks perfect now. Got the low pressure fuel pump disconnected still, so just crank it, get some oil flowing everywhere. Okay, fuel pump did not prime, which is good. Okay, it's cranking nicely. Okay, I'm gonna try to start her now. Man, it's really raining now. Oh, I forgot. So he's got the clutch bypass installed, so actually I don't even need to put my foot on the pedal. So see, you can just try to start it without the clutch. That's to save the throw-up bearing, or sorry, the thrust bearings. But also when you have that installed, for some reason you can't shut off the ignition until you start the car, which is kind of annoying. I forgot that he had that in here. Man, the rain is really coming down now. So I just disconnected the battery, then I plugged in the low pressure fuel pump module, and then I plugged the battery back in, so we should be good to try to start it. All right, here we go. I think it's gonna be loud. I'm pretty sure he has like no exhaust besides the cat and the res. Still nothing. Oh, there we go. Okay, sounds pretty bad. like no vacuum. All right. Well, it sounds a lot worse than I thought it was gonna sound. All right, now it's time to play Musical Cars, my favorite game. Gotta move the truck in the back so that I can move the 07K Golf R right here, and then I can pull that guy in the back, and I can pull the truck back out. Time to move the 07KR. Gotta put the battery back in this baby. And the battery's relocated to the back, which means I need to climb all the way back there to manually undo the latch. Yes, I have pillows and blankets back here. Go. This is now the third Optima AGM battery I've had. These things keep dying. While it was out of the car, I was charging it. I would have ditched this battery before, but one of the previous owners had this nice billet aluminum holder made for this type of battery, so I was trying to give this battery a shot because it just fits so well. But if this thing's dead, I'm gonna have to ditch this battery, and it's pretty expensive. I think it's like $300. All right, battery's in. Let's see if this thing wants to start without a jump. Please start, please start, please start, please start. Oh my God. Come on. Oh, come on. Time to jump this thing. Suddenly sounds a lot better. Still doesn't sound great, but it sounds so much better than it did before. And now it's also pulling much better vacuum. Like that's good. So gotta check engine light, so I'll scan it. Yeah, it sounds so much better now. All right, my VCDS needed an update and I couldn't get Wi-Fi out here, so that was a bit of a hurdle, but finally got this scanned. So we got an intake manifold flap stuck open, random misfires. That was when the fuel pump was disconnected, and then that's from like low battery voltage. This is for the fuel pump again. That could, not sure what that's for. And then we got a bunch of misfires. Cylinder 1, cylinder 3, cylinder 4, cylinder 2. I'm just gonna clear everything. All right, so I am completely out of time for tonight, so that's gonna have to be it for today at least. I was really hoping to be able to do a leak down test before I post a video. Probably be the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Next video will be a lot more diagnosis. Probably gonna hold off on working on the 07K Golf R for now. I wanna get at least the issue figured out with this car so that I know if I'm replacing the engine and flipping it, or if I'm taking the engine out and doing 07K swap on this, and you know, the whole thing. So yeah, that's the plan for next video. I'll see you guys there. Thanks again, and I hope you guys are having a great day.